In this video, we are going to talk about VS Code. By the end of this video, we will be able to understand what is VS Code, how to download VS Code, what are its features, how to run a code on it, and lastly, some of the important extensions which help the code to be written efficiently. So do watch the video till end and let's begin with the first objective. What is VS Code? It is a Visual Studio Code which is a free source code editor made by Microsoft, and it is available for Windows, Linux and Mac operating systems. It supports various languages like HTML, Java, JavaScript, CSS, JSON, C#, C++ and many more. Now we are going to see how to download the VS Code. To download the VS Code, we have to visit the VS Code website, and there we will see the three options: Windows, Linux and Mac. Download the VS Code according to your needs. You just have to click this button to download, or you can download according to the system configuration for Windows 64-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit and etc. And for Linux also, and for Mac there is no configuration system options are given. You can download for 10.10 plus for Mac. Click on the Windows, for example. It will lead you somewhere. The download is started, but we'll cancel it because we have already downloaded it. You can also download VS Code from the link given in the description. Check the description below. So that's how the VS Code is downloaded. When you download the VS Code and install on your machine, you will see a user interface of VS Code when you open it like this. So on the header it is shown file, edit, selection, view, go, run, terminal, help, etc. Welcome VS Code and minimize and maximize and cross. On the sidebar you will see these icons. So what these icons are, and first icon will tell you explore about the projects you have made in a VS Code. The second thing to search anything in the files or the folders of the project, and the third icon tells the source control. VS Code comes with the integrated Git technology. We will discuss that the Git technology in another videos, not now. And the fourth icon tells to run or debug something, and the third icon, that most important thing, is that extension. Now we are going to open a folder. So go on file and go on open folder and select the folder to open. The folder which we have selected is opened here and it is shown in Explorer. You can toggle it and it is gone. You can open it again. The folder already contains two files. You can create new folders and new files in it. To create a new file, you have to click this icon and give it a name, new.html. To create a new folder inside this, you have to click on this icon, new folder, and give it a name, new_folder. And if you want to create new files and new folder inside it, click on this, new.css. As you can see that this folder contains three files and it contains one folder which also contains one file in it. Drop up, drop down, drop up, drop down. Okay, and you can also toggle this also. So this was the introduction of VS Code. Now we are going to see the features of VS Code. So the first feature is theme. VS Code comes with the inbuilt theme and you can change the theme of the VS Code at any time. So what you have to do to change the theme of VS Code, go on this icon that is called manage, click on it and you will see an option of color theme. You can use the shortcut Ctrl+K+T to open the palette. Now click on it and you will see the options of themes, of light themes and the dark theme. To change the theme of VS Code, click on any one of the theme of, let's see, Solarized Light. So that's how the VS Code look. If you want to change it again, use Ctrl+K+T and it will open the options again for the themes, and you can select the dark theme, red. Yes, red theme is available in VS Code. Click on it and that's how the red themes looks. So this is the theme features which is available in VS Code. The next features of VS Code is called integrated terminal. VS Code comes with the integrated terminal. So how to open the integrated terminal which will be used to execute a code or a program. So let's see how to open the integrated terminal. Click on Ctrl+Shift+P to open the palette and type here terminal. And you have to select the option of terminal, create new integrated terminal, and you can also use the shortcut called Ctrl+Shift+ apostrophe, single apostrophe. Click on it, and here you will see a terminal will open. This terminal will use to execute the code or run the code or run a program, and we are going to see how to run a program in a few minutes. And one more important thing is that you can open multiple terminal here. So if you want to open multiple terminal, click on new terminal or the plus sign here, click on it, and the terminal is open and a new terminal is open. And you can use it for Python, and you can use the previous terminal for JavaScript, whatever language you are using. So this is also the benefit of VS Code. And here you can see number of power cells open means the terminals open is called 3. So this was integrated terminal VS Code feature. Another feature of VS Code is called split workspace. This feature is very helpful for those who used to develop the things. So how to split the workspace? Right now a file is open called new.html. If you want to open another file but in another workspace, so go on a file, right click on it, open to the side option, select it, and you will see new.css will be open in another workspace. If you want to split more files or you want to open more files in another workspace, go on a file, right click on it, and select the option open to the side. Now the workspace is splitted into 3. And if you want to see side by side, write the HTML code here, write the CSS code here, write the JS code here. With the help of this split workspace, you can see the code simultaneously in each file. So this was the split workspace feature. Now we are going to see Emmet. Emmet is a feature which is available in VS Code, which is used for high-speed coding in HTML files. So let's see how the Emmet will help in high-speed coding in HTML. As you know that all HTML file contains some kind of title, head or body tag. So you have to write again and again for each HTML files. Or you can say with the help of Emmet that things will be written in a one step only. So how you have to do? Just make an exclamation mark and you will see Emmet abbreviation. Click on it. And you see a boilerplate of HTML which every HTML file contains. Okay, now another point, if you want 10 divs in a particular body tag, how you will have to do in previous way is called like this: div, then again div. Basically this is also by Emmet. If you write just div, it will give, see, you will see Emmet abbreviation. Click on it, it will give you a div. But if you want 20 of divs like this, so how you will do it? Div multiply by 20, and that's it, you got 20 divs. Okay, now you want 20 divs with some class name, with a similar class name. Okay, so what you have to do, div dot give a class name called similar and just enter. Well, it will give one div because we don't multiply the div with any number. So div dot similar multiply by, let's see, 5 only, and you will see 5 divs with the similar class with it. You can do this thing with the anchor tag or with li or with another tag also, like with anchor tag you say anchor class multiply by 5, and you will see 5 anchor tags with the class of anchor class. Okay, if you use the bootstrap, there are multiple classes available for a single tag. Like for an anchor tag, if you want to create it as a button, so for bootstrapping you have to go btn dot btn lg dot btn give color primary, and these are all multiple classes which are associated with a single anchor tag. When you click enter, you will see a class with, you will see an anchor with the class btn, btn large, btn primary. So that's how you can give a tag with multiple classes. Now if you want to create a tag with some id, simple, div, you will do is has, give them an id, main div, and that's it. Div is with the id. Okay, so this was Emmet, which is very useful in high speed coding of HTML document. There are other features available in VS Code, like for example this is .html file. Okay, and here you can see it is saying which language it is. It is HTML file. Okay, when you click on it you will see an option, and right now it is selected auto detect. So whenever you save a file with some extension name, it will automatically say that this file is .js or .html file. Okay, if you want to change the file name, you can change it from here by clicking on HTML here down at the bottom. Then you will see some kinds of options regarding the all the languages which is supported by VS Code. Okay, here you will see HTML, Java, and many more. Okay, VS Code comes with the Git control also. We are going to study about Git in next video, another video. Now we are going to see extensions which are very helpful in writing code. Let's begin with the extensions. Now we are going to see the extension feature of the VS Code. So let's begin with the first extension, that is called material theme. Okay, basically we have seen in the features of the VS Code that VS Code comes with the built-in themes. As you can see here, you have to open the palette, click on it, color themes, light themes and dark themes. But there are limited options available for dark themes and the light themes. So if you want to increase more options for the themes, you can install material theme extension. How to install it? Go on this icon, click it, and right here material theme. You will see various results. Click on this one and install it. We have already installed it. We have to enable it. Once we have enabled it, you can see you have to open the palette, Ctrl plus Shift plus P, and select the color theme again. And now more options are visible: material theme, material dark theme, okay, high contrast themes, material light theme, material lighter. Let's check one lighter theme and one dark theme of material theme extension. So this one is lighter. We are going to change very quickly, and dark theme, material ocean theme. This is the dark theme. Okay, so this was material extension to change the theme of the VS Code. Next extension we are going to see is called material icon theme. Basically this extension is helpful in changing the icons of the file. As you can see in the file explorer, .css file will have hashtag symbol, .html file will have closing and opening angular brackets, .js will have js symbol, and .py having this icon. Okay, so if you are not happy with these icons which is provided by VS Code, you can change this icon by installing the material icon theme. How to install it? Click on this icon and right here material icon theme. The first option you select it and it will open here. As you can see, various files will have different icons here. So install it, and yes, we are going to use material icon themes. And now you can go back to the explorer and you will see that .css file is having this icon, .html having this icon, .js having this icon, and .python file is having this icon. So this was material icon theme, which is helpful in changing the icons of the files. Next extension we are going to see is called color highlight. So what color highlight do? As you can see in the file, there are two colors, RGB this one and RGB this one, but we don't know what color it is. Basically VS Code provide a small box which is indicating what kind of RGB color is that, but it is hard to see it and it is hard to remember the colors in the RGB format or hexacode format. So color highlight extension will help to see or to highlight the color behind it. Okay, let's go to the extension. The process to install the extension is similar. You have to click on this icon right here, color highlight, then go on this option, click it. After that you will see color highlight will open here, and it is its documentation. And after that we have already installed the color highlight, but we have disabled it for the purpose of demonstration. Now what we have to do is enable it. Okay, once it is enabled, we will go back to the file.css. Now as you can see that square boxes which are built-in features of VS Code is gone away. It is by automatically. Now the color is being highlighted and it is telling that what kind of RGB color is this. So this extension helps in highlighting the color and also help us in remembering the color of RGB or hex code. So that's what was color highlight. And now we are going to see the bracket pair colorizer. This extension will help in coloring the pair of brackets. Okay, by the name itself it is clear that it will help in coloring the pair of the brackets. So the main problem is that in this file, as you can see, there are lots of brackets. This one open here and this one closes here, but it is easily identified. But when there is code written, it becomes very difficult to identify the closing of this bracket. Okay, we can identify the starting, but to see the closing of it, it becomes difficult. This extension helps in coloring the brackets. Okay, let's see how this extension works. You have to go on this extension and write it here bracket pair and select bracket pair colorizer. The second version is also available. Download any one of it. Okay, let's enable it. The extension is enabled. We will go to the file and here we go. As you can see, the brackets are being colored and now it is easily identify the closing and opening of the brackets. Okay, this bracket closes. When you click here, you will see a line here. This goes to this closing bracket. Okay, when you click here, you will see a line. Okay, you can see we made a modification. Well, let's go now. Now you will say this bracket opening will be closing this one. No, let's see, it will make a line here and this. Okay, now we can easily identify the closing of an bracket or the pairs of the bracket. So this was bracket pair colorizer extension. Now we are going to see how to run a code on VS Code. To run a code on VS Code, we have to import the files which we have to execute. For doing this, we have to go on this file option, select it and click on open folder. You can also use the shortcut keys like Ctrl+K+O. Select on it or click on it and select the folders which you need to import. Click the folders and select it. And the folder you will see, it will come here in the folder panel. Here you will see two files here, one of JavaScript and one of Python. How we understand that this is of JavaScript and this is Python? With the extension name that is called .js and .py and with also the symbol of Python and JavaScript. Now to execute the code, open the file and there is already a program written which we are going to execute. So this is the program of checking whether the number is positive or negative. Now the question comes how to run this program. To run this program, you have to first open the terminal. So how can you open the terminal? Just press Ctrl+Shift+P to open the palette. Here you will see option terminal, create new integrated terminal. Click on it. And this will open a terminal and you will see the path of this terminal is that it is inside YouTube studies. And here is our folder YouTube studies. And you can also see here is also YouTube studies. Now to run this program, you have to write pyth and the file name that is called numbercheck.py and enter. And it will ask to enter a number. Let's enter -1. So it will say that -1.0 is a negative number. So that's how you run a program of Python in VS Code. Now we are going to see how to run a program of JavaScript code. So this is the code of JavaScript which is already written to execute. So this code, what it does, it will print the average marks of each students. Okay, two students, student 1 and student 2. So how to run this code? You have to type node To run a JavaScript program, you have to install Node.js on your machines. So first install the Node.js on your machine, then type this node and the file name of JavaScript grade.js, and here it gives the output of it as it is written in the code. That's how we execute the code in VS Code. Let us quickly recap what we have studied. We have studied what is VS Code, how to download VS Code, what are its features and some extensions of the VS Code, and lastly how to run a program on VS Code. So if there are any questions regarding this topic, write it down in the comment section. If you like this video, click on like button. If you think that this video will help others, then do share the videos and subscribe the channel for new videos like this.